Today we're going to be working on the cowl vent. Just a quick recap, you can see that I have the other half of the windshield frame in there. It's a little off center, but I haven't done any of those adjustments. I just wanted to put it in there so it kind of fits. Anyway, we're going to be doing the cowl vent today. That would be this guy. And then here it is over here. I chased all the screw holes here. These are the screws that would normally go in there. I'm kind of changing, for now at least, I'm changing to this. I think this would be an easier head to tighten up and get in there. It kind of locks in there better than a regular screw. I'm not that concerned with the screws that hold some of this stuff on, as long as you really can't see it. When this vent is up, you might be able to see these screws, and at that time maybe I'll change them back to something like this. But for now, we are going to be using these screws because they're a lot easier to use. All right, so now I chased all the threads, so this bracket is now on there. Here's the other bracket that drove it, and of course there's a handle and all that, but we're not going to use that. We're going to do a little something different. So there we go. Here's the mechanism that's underneath the hood, or underneath the cowl or the dash. This bracket then would go here. I got it cut off, but that would go there. And then this would go to the cowl vent. There's a bracket there, or the edge there that I chased the threads. And then so when this would move, that would push this up. This moves. I'd push that up and open it. And then this thing here looks like this wasn't complete, but here's how I look at it anyway. Looks like there had been a spring here, probably to here, that would pull this down. And so when you push this would go in these little notches, and this would be like locked down, you know. And so when you push it more, you have a couple different spots to, let's do it this way, a couple little spots that'll lock down there and lock down there. So it'll take a little bit to push it out of there. It's round, so it will come out, but kind of a little holding point, and all the way is locked like that. Now I'm not using this. That's why I took it, one reason I took it out. So anyway, I'm not going to probably use this either. And we're going to see if I think I know what I'm doing. So, all right, I'm going to continue. So here's what I'm doing here. I made this bracket that goes typically where this would go. This would normally go here. This is my cowl vent right here. So it would normally go here. I'm changing the whole lifting system. So I made this bracket and this little bracket, and I'm going to use a linear actuator. So this linear actuator will go right in here and then mount down here, right where, or roughly where, this original piece mounted. So I'll make a plate for the dash for this to screw on back here. So right now I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to hang this on there and see where that goes, so I can make, you know, using the same holes. I'll bolt in something there. I'm probably going to weld in studs because there's a plate that goes over this. It says Dodge, so I don't want to interfere with it. So So there we go. We're gonna see how that looks. So moving under the dash, here's my setup. I don't know if we can kind of get a view on that. This is the bracket I was making that I just showed. This is the other bracket I ended up making. It bolts right into where the original handle did. And then I just made a plate here, threaded this. It's an 832 that goes on that bracket there. And right now I got it all loose, but it's a linear actuator, so it should just move that up. I don't have a gasket in it. I've got some adjustment up here. I will make adjustment down here if I need to. I don't right yet. And if I have clearance problems, because somebody will say it, if I have clearance problems with the gauges, I can trim a bunch of this off. So that's no big deal. I'm going to now, power it up and see what it does, what it doesn't do. Hopefully it works. I have no idea. Okay, so here's the top side. See if I can do this. I have a power supply here. I only have it set at 12.5 volts. So I have a generic button. It's not the button I'll be using, but that's a generic. So anyway, there it goes. And that's bottomed out right there, or topped out, whatever. I don't think I needed any higher than that, but you could get actuators that are actually longer. And you can stop it anywhere you want, of course. And then that's it. It automatically shuts off. So I know there's a gasket that still has to go in there, so this whole thing needs to be raised up just a bit. And that's okay. But, the point is, I wanted to make sure that it worked. And it does. And if I feel I need a longer actuator, I'll get a longer actuator, but I think this one is fine for me. I don't think it needs to go up any higher than that, I'm not sure if they did go higher than that or not, but I mean, that's pretty high. I could make it stop sooner too, if I wanted to. So maybe that is topped out. Maybe that's what's happening with the actuator. I think the actuator can go farther. Yeah, that's what it is. There it is. So now I can get a seal in there and have that seal work. So again, that's only 12.5 volts. This thing will handle more volts than that. It'll handle 14 volts. It'll probably move just slightly faster, but I don't feel it needs to go. I mean, you don't need it to go any faster than that. No matter what anyway, I think it goes plenty. So anyway, that is it for this video for trying to get my cowl vent to work. And I feel it does. Now this actuator, you could do the same thing with your window if you wanted to. It would do the same thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the regular crank out because I like that. But the reason I did this was because the bracket is so big underneath there that it's going to consume too much space, not give me enough room for AC and things like that, and whatever other stuff I need underneath there. So that's just one thing that I eliminated. So that's why I did it. Otherwise I would have left it alone because it would have worked perfectly fine. So anyway, that's it.